It is 9:14 on a Wednesday night. You are standing at the self-checkout in a grocery store that closes at 10. You are scanning a can of store-brand soup. It rings up at 89 cents. Then a loaf of bread, $1.19. You have a coupon for 40 cents off a box of pasta. You have carried that coupon in your coat pocket for 2 weeks. The total comes to $6.04. You pay in cash. You count the coins into your palm before you drop them in the tray. There is a man behind you in line. He shifts his weight. He sighs. He sees someone who is careful with money because he has no choice. He is wrong about nearly everything. You have $2,740,000. It sits in 3 accounts across 2 firms. Most of it is in one index fund you have not sold a share of in 11 years. You know the balance to the dollar because you check it every morning before you brush your teeth. You checked it today. It went up $912 while you slept. You did not spend any of it. You bought soup? Nobody knows. Not your sister. Not the people on your shift. Not the teller who handles your deposits and thinks you are an hourly worker who is unusually good about saving. You drive a 2009 Corolla with 190,000 miles on it. You rent a 1-bedroom for $940 a month. You own 4 pairs of pants. You are wealthier than anyone you have ever stood next to, and you live like a man waiting on an eviction notice. This was not an accident. You built it on purpose, one denied dollar at a time. You just cannot remember why anymore. Here's how you got here. You are 8 years old. You are sitting on the stairs after bedtime, watching your father at the kitchen table. He has the bills in 2 stacks. The small stack is the ones he can pay. The big stack is the ones he cannot. He moves an envelope from one stack to the other, then moves it back. He does this for an hour. He does not know you are watching. You learn that money is the thing that decides whether the adults are afraid. You decide without words that you will never be in the big stack. You are 12. You collect cans along the highway frontage road on Saturdays. You get 5 cents each. You fill a garbage bag and you get $1.85. You keep the money in a sock in your drawer. You like the weight of the sock more than anything it could buy. You are 19. Your first real job is overnight stock at a warehouse store, $11 an hour. Everyone you work with spends their check by the next Friday. You spend $40 a week and bank the rest. They call you cheap. You let them. Cheap does not scare you. The big stack scares you. You are 23 when a man named Marcus on the loading dock tells you about index funds on a smoke break. He explains it badly. You go home and read about it for 6 hours. The next week, you open an account and put in $300, then $300 more. You set it to pull automatically so you never see the money and never get the chance to want it. You do this for years. You tell no one. You are 26. The account crosses $100,000 on a Tuesday in February. You take the day off, the only day you have ever taken off for no reason. You think you will feel it now. You drive to the coast 2 hours away and stand on a cold beach and look at the water. You feel nothing but the wind. You drive home that night and pick up an extra shift on the weekend to make back the lost hours. That was the day the saving stopped being a plan and started being the only thing you knew how to do. You are 31 the morning the number crosses $1 million. You expect something. You are not sure what. A door opening, a warmth, a voice telling you that you are finally safe. You sit on the edge of your bed and look at the screen. 1,000,004. You wait. Nothing comes. You feel exactly the way you felt at 990,000. You get up. You go to work. You stock pallets for 10 hours. On the way home, you do not buy anything to mark it. There is nothing to mark. The number was supposed to be a finish line. It turns out a finish line is only a place where you notice the road keeps going. So you keep going. 2 million comes and goes the same way. You raise the bar every time you reach it. Enough is always one more year out. You spent your whole life running from the big stack, and you ran so far that you ended up somewhere with no people in it. Here's what nobody tells you. Money does not work as a wall against fear. You think if you stack enough of it, the fear cannot reach you. But the fear was never about the money. The money is only the thing the fear learned to speak through. So you feed it and it grows. The more you have to lose. The wall you built to feel safe becomes the thing you are now afraid of losing. There is no number that turns it off. You would know. You have hit every number you ever set, and the quiet on the other side was always the same quiet. The cost does not arrive as one large bill. It arrives in small ones, daily, so small you barely sign for them. Your sister Dana turns 40. She rents the back room of a restaurant for the night. The dinner is $60 a head. You tell her you cannot make it, that your shift ran long. You sit in your car in the lot for 20 minutes and then drive home. You could have bought the whole room 100 times over. You ate cereal standing at the counter instead. Your back tooth has needed a crown for 2 years. The crown is $1,400. You chew on the other side. You tell yourself you will deal with it later. You have dealt with everything later your entire life. Marcus from the loading dock dies at 51. You go to the service. His family passes a jar for the funeral costs because the policy lapsed. People put in 10s and 20s. You put in $40 so you will not stand out. You have the price of his whole funeral in the checking account you use for groceries. You sign the guest book. You go home. You do not sleep. There was a woman once. Her name does not matter now. She lasted 7 months. She thought you were broke, and she stayed anyway, which was the whole point, which should have meant everything. But you could not tell her about the money, and a thing that large cannot stay hidden between two people without becoming a lie. She felt the locked room in you, even though she never found the door. She left saying you never let her all the way in. She was right. You had 2,740,000 reasons to keep the door shut. You eat the same 6 meals on a rotation. You have not taken a trip since you were 26. You have read about 100 beaches you will never stand on. You check the balance every morning, and the balance goes up, and your life stays exactly where it is. A room with the heat on and nobody in it. It is 9:14 on a Wednesday night. You are at the self-checkout. The soup, the bread, the coupon you finally used. $6.04. The man behind you sighs at how slow you are with the coins. You want to turn around and tell him. You want to say that the careful man in front of him could buy this store, and the parking lot, and the road that brought them both here. You want one person to know. You say nothing. You drop the last coin in the tray. You take your bag. You drive the Corolla home under a sky the color of an empty account. The number is safe tonight. The number is always safe. You are the one thing it was never able to protect. Somewhere a kid is sitting on a dark staircase right now, watching a parent move an envelope from one stack to the other, learning what you learned, promising what you promised. He thinks the answer is to fill the sock until it is heavy enough. He has no idea how heavy enough gets. He has no idea how quiet a house becomes once it is.